So this is what you want to do to get honey really quickly, just like me, in the brand new grower garden update. If you want to get honey really quickly, make sure you watch this video all around till the very end. This is how to get honey really quickly so you can get the sunflower seed, the queen bee. I've completed the entire update. I've got all of the pets in the game, all of the flowers in the game, and this is how I done that. This is how I got honey really quickly to make my garden look a little bit like this. So let's get stuck right in by showing you how to get honey really quickly. Let's get stuck right in. If you do not know how to get honey, you want to wait until the swarm event. So if you're brand new to the game, guys, there's a swarm event where bee does go to your garden and the bee will pollinate your fruits, as you can obviously see. So what you want to do, guys, is go ahead, have a variety of fruits. Some of the best fruit what you want to get is the moon melon. Let me show you some of the best fruit what you want to get actually get pollinated fruit really quickly. Pollinated fruit to give you honey. I've saw a lot of people out there say that you want to get the bamboo. However, do not listen to all of these other YouTubers. These are the best crops that you want to get pollinated fruit really quickly. Pollinated fruit will give you honey quickly. You want to try and get yourself a crop what can multi-harvest. As you can see, there's a category right there what does say multi-harvest, yes or no. So if it does say no, you do not want to get it. So if it has an X on multi-harvest, such as the carrot, such as the orange tulip, you do not want those. Ignore the pumpkin, watermelon, daffodils. Do not use these crops for getting pollinated fruits. You will be wasting your time. Let me show you some of the best crops that you want to get pollinated fruit quickly. Even the moon melon is really good. The moon melon can grow really quickly. As you can see, I've got quite a lot of pollinated moon melons, and whenever I pick up a moon melon, as you can obviously see, all of my moon melons are usually quite heavy, as you can obviously see. As you can see, the reason why the moon melon is really good is because you can plant down so many moon melons, and if you do place down a few sprinklers next to the moon melon, guys, what usually happens is that they do become really big. So if I'm going to be honest with you, if you still have the moon melon, try and get as many moon melons as you possibly can. Do the sprinkler method on the moon melon to make them grow relatively big, and look at how many moon melons I got right there, guys, and half of them have the pollinated mutation. So check this out, these are always around 10 kg, guys, if you do the sprinkler method on the moon melon. So moon melons, very OP, guys, for getting pollinated fruit really quickly. So yeah, first of all, guys, you want to get yourself seeds such as the mango, the grape, the pepper, the cacao seed, the dragon fruit, the cactus, the coconut is also really good. And other than that, the moon melon, really good. And yeah, just get fruit that are relatively heavy. Try and aim for crops that have multiple fruits on each plant. As you can see, the high fruit, we've got 1, 2, 3, and it does reproduce really quickly on the same tree. So these are around like 10 kg, and if you get these pollinated, you can actually go ahead and get yourself a pollinated where you can get honey a lot more quicker. So if you guys can, like, do not use like the pink lily as well as the purple dahlia for getting pollinated fruit, because it takes a very long time just to grow one, and in the time you grow one flower, you could have grown like 4 different types of high fruits, if you guys know what I'm trying to get at. As you can see in my inventory, guys, if I do type in pollinated, look at all of these pollinated fruits. These are around like 10 kg. This is a moon melon. If I do put this inside, you can actually see that it's almost around 10 kg straight off the bat. And that's without even doing the sprinkler method. This one's probably like 10 kg. So moon melons, very OP, guys, for getting yourself 10 kg straight away. So personally, if you've got a ton of moon melon seeds, go ahead and do that. If you do not have the moon melon though, what you can actually do, like I said, just buy the cacao seed, the pepper seed, the grape seed, the mango seed, the dragon fruit seed, the cactus seed, and the coconut seed. Those are some of the best seeds that you want to get the pollinated mutation really quickly. However, once you got all of those crops, we now can move on to the next method on how to get even more pollinated mutations really quickly to get honey quick. So I've got another method that I want to show you at the very end of this video that will just make you get a ton of honey really quickly. So make sure you are watching until the very end. But on my garden, what you can actually see now is that I've got a ton of pets. So you want to try and get yourself as many bees as you can. Do not have do not have the bear bee, the bee bear. The bee bear is completely pointless. The pet, what you want to try and get is as many petal bees as you can. The reason why the petal bee is really going to be helping you out on getting pollinated fruit quick, what will help you out on getting honey quick, is because what the petal bee does do is this. If you got like 8 petal bees in your garden, every single petal bee will give you an extra 2% chance that flower type fruits stay on your garden after harvest. So what that basically means, if a flower fruit does have a pollinated mutation, you can harvest a flower and there's going to be like a 10% chance that you can keep that flower. So if you want to go ahead and get your flowers pollinated, you can actually go ahead and get a ton of petal bees. So if you want to do this method, guys, get like 8 petal bees in your garden, right? And then get a ton of flowers on your garden. And there's going to be like a 10% chance whenever you harvest a flower. Let's say I harvest a pollinated sunflower. So let's say, guys, I got a ton of flowers in my garden and I'm going to harvest the pollinated sunflower. What you guys can actually go ahead and see is this. So whenever I harvest this, there's going to be like a 10% chance that I will keep that and I can harvest it again, allowing me to get 2 pollinated fruits. So once you actually got a lot of petal bees, you then can start to do this method where you want to get a ton of petal bees in your garden. So as you can see, if I do open up this right here, the maximum amount is 5 extra. So you can get like 9 petal bees in your garden, which will provide almost like a 10 to 20% chance that you keep flowers on your garden after you harvest it. So that is very overpowered for duplicating the pollinated mutation on your flowers. However, this only works for flower types, as you can see. There's a 1% chance that flower type fruits will stay after you harvest it. So if you get a pollinated mutation on flower type fruits, you can actually go ahead, guys, and you can duplicate the pollinated mutation, allowing you to get honey even more quick. If you now got a problem like me, if I open up my inventory, I got so many pollinated fruits and you're just tired of using the honey compressor. As you can see, I got honey and you're tired of putting stuff in the honey compressor, a little bit like this. If you're tired of doing this is what you can actually go ahead and do, guys. So if you're tired, guys, of actually going ahead and putting stuff in the honey compressor, this is what you can do. If you get tiny task, you can literally open up your menu like this, right? And just put all of your pollinated fruits right here. And then you can literally record yourself. Okay, I'll show you what to do. This method, what I'm going to show you anyway, will allow you to get honey whilst being AFK. So, I know it's really boring, guys, waiting for this timer to go down. But what I'm trying to explain to you is if you've done the method what I showed you to get a ton of pollinated fruits, you can then go ahead and do this method that I'm going to show you to get honey whilst being AFK. But no other YouTuber showed this method to AFK get like honey on your garden. I came up with this on my own. I thought, why would you want to wait 3 minutes just to get honey when you can just AFK? So we've got a few more seconds left. As you can see, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So this is what you want to do. Look, if I record myself and I collect the honey, I then can go ahead and record myself giving the honey plant. And look at that, guys. You can literally repeat that over and over again. Just spamming E. Spam E and just click your pollinated fruits like that. So I'm currently spamming E. Well, you don't even need to spam E. You just want to click this and then just press like on it. Just record yourself. Put in like your pollinated fruit into the honey compressor and you literally get honey without even being at your computer. As long as you got continuous playback on, you'll be able to do that whilst being AFK. You're brand new to the update and you got no honey. You want to wait for the swarm event. Once you got enough honey to get a good pets, love a pet's what I got. As you can see, I've got a ton of pets. You want to try and get yourself as many petal bees as you can. As soon as you do that, and your garden looks a little bit like mine, because every bee in the game will also give you the pollinated mutation if you don't know already. As you can see, normal bees will also pollinate flowers for you if you didn't know that already. However, the petal bee is going to be a lot more better because you can actually keep pollinated fruits if it's a flower, allowing you to duplicate them. So that is literally everything that I wanted to show you. Hopefully that this video helped you out on getting honey really quickly. This is the best method out there. And yeah, thank you for watching and peace out.